This was actually supposed to come Saturday, but it came today. This is my yearbook, 2023. It has all the plants that I grew in it. So we're gonna unpack it, and it'll be awesome. Okay. Sadly, I don't have a knife with me, so we're gonna have to. Oh, and it does have it has a strip right here, but let's see if that'll work. Might just rip. Oh, there we go. Cool. I get mine from Mixbook. It was kind of expensive, but I did get like a $40 discount. I don't know if it was extended from the New Year's Day or something, but oh, and they gave me a sticker. That's their logo. And hopefully the lighting will be good so you guys can see all the pictures and all the stuff. But here it is, guys. Yay. Okay. I'll try not to wreck it too much. There we go. Dude, this is awesome. I was gonna try to fit all my canning, all the stuff I canned in here too, but I'm gonna have to make another book because this was 65 pages long. And I also was going to have one picture a page, so it would be huge, but I only did that for the crops. So most of them are gonna be in little, I think the most was 10 little little pictures of plants on each page. So here it is, guys. Hopefully the lighting's good. So God's Increased Garden 2023. Hopefully it focuses. There we go. Yeah. And this picture was actually from in the fall. I don't have an actual date, but it was in the fall and the sky was gorgeous. We had like a bunch of cloud cover for weeks on end. So here's the first page. A year in review. Wait, let me see. So this is the backyard. That's, I think it might, no, it's not the day of, but it's a little after I put wood chips on the whole garden, but it's so beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna read you what I wrote. So, year in review. Initially, I thought it was going to be the worst garden ever. My plans were ruined when my spring crops did not sprout. Again, this is not it. Again, like I had the blueprint of like everything I wanted here and here, and like went to sow them indoors and all that, and they didn't sprout. So that literally ruins all your plans. So that's what I'm talking about here. Anyway, on top of that, I had sown them indoors very late in the growing season. I was about to give up on the whole thing and walk away from gardening altogether. That's how I felt. Literally, I was ready to just give up. But then one April morning, God gave me a new perspective, a new way to look at what success really is. Success is not based on getting what you want, but rather humbly following the plans of the Lord. He told me to look around and see all the plants I've been overlooking for far too long. Right at my feet, right at my fingertips, was a vast array of 25 plus edibles that were always there, but I was blinded from seeing them because of my own ambitions and lack of spiritual flexibility. And that's when my foraging journey began. I truly believe that because my 2023 garden was not the best, it gave me time to learn about wild edibles, canning, making homemade pasta, etc. Throughout this year, I've seen God at work in me and showing me that His ways are always best, and what His sovereignty allows is for our learning and for our growth. Okay, first page is so beautiful. They did such a good job. Wow. So, there's me. I also think that was in April, I think, because those are leeks. And then I'll read you the verse. Usually, like, before the gardening even starts, I am very prayerful about what year verse God wants me to write down, but I didn't really have any, but I did have some that I love and I have circled or highlighted in my Bible already. So here's one of them. And he said, "So is the kingdom of God, as if a man should cast seed into the ground, and should sleep and rise night and day, and his seed should spring and grow up. He knoweth not how. For the earth bringeth forth fruit of herself, first the blade, then the ear, after that the full corn in the ear. But when the fruit is brought forth, immediately he putteth in the sickle, because the harvest is come." Mark 4:26-29. Yeah, I love that verse though, because like we don't know how, but of course, I think it is a miracle. I think that verse is talking about, like, it's not how, like, human comprehension. It's like, how can an oak tree come from this small nut? It doesn't make any sense. But we know the maker of it, and he's able to do miracles. So once you know him, I mean, it's still amazing and wonderful how it works, but I'm really not surprised how it works. And then the first one is garden vegetables. I love the cursive. They had so many fonts, but I just love that cursive. Beautiful. Maybe I can do it like a storybook. I think that'll work, because most of these are pretty easy to distinguish. So, and I named them. Let's see, right here. Okay, so the first one is radicchio. The next one is endive. Kohlrabi. Then we have leaf lettuce. I think I threw out the seed packets that they came in, so I just call them leaf lettuce number 1. So that's it's throughout the crops. Like some a majority of the tomatoes, they're just like numbered, because I know they're different kinds, but I actually don't know all their variety names. But here's another one, leaf lettuce, in more of like a reddish color. Then we have yellow greenish one, leaf lettuce number 3. So beautiful, guys. Look at that. The color is awesome. Then we have beautiful rows of romaine lettuce. This is all in the spring, probably until like June or something. Then we have spinach right here. Purple Cow, that didn't do well, but I was still growing it, so I'm put it in the book. And then we have curly kale. I don't know if that's the official name of it, but that's what I call it, because it's curly, right? Then we have black magic kale. So it's not this one, it's this one, the darker kind. They didn't do that good, but again, that's what I grew. Look at that picture, guys. Bouquet of not flowers, but beautiful white Russian kale. Look at that. So nice. Collard greens. They kind of look like cabbage leaves, but they just keep on putting out leaves like this, and they never hard up. So that's what collards are. Then we have rhubarb. We have Chinese cabbage, which are still growing under the snow. Then we have green cabbage here. They did pretty good. They weren't too big, but it's better than nothing. Look at that, guys. That color. Brussels sprouts in the spring. There was like pinkish, reddish leaves on there. Beautiful. Garlic. That's gonna hopefully come up in the spring. I planted... Oh, wait. Oh, that's onion. Maybe the next one. Oh, it's not. This is onion, actually. I always get it mixed up because they look so much alike. Yeah, it's actually Dutch white onion that I got. There's starts from Garden Factory. Spring onions. I used it all too. I used the sprigs, dried them up. I still have them. Dried them up and used them in eggs and stuff. But the color was really nice. And then the leeks again. Nice picture. Snow peas. Jalapeno pepper. Bell pepper. Look at that beauty. Pickling cucumbers, or the other name is, the actual name is salt and pepper. Pickles, beautiful. Cucumbers. Again, like I said in other videos, I have no idea what variety this is, because I think it might have been mixed in the salt and pepper pickling cucumbers one, because I don't remember planting two varieties. Then these mini cantaloupes, they could literally fit in your hand, and they were so juicy, really good. And there was, I don't know if this is their varieties or what, but the cantaloupe and the butternut squash were very, again, I could fit it in my hand, okay? I don't know if that's a variety, it might be, but usually butternut squashes are pretty big, you know? But I'm just glad they did well, you know? Hubbard squash. Corn. Again, I don't know if they're probably supposed to grow bigger, but I still have them in the freezer, you know? Then we have garden fruits. That's a peach right there. I don't know why it's not focusing. Oh, there we go. Garden fruit. Whoops. Something on my screen. There we go. First one is, now, so including this, and there's going to be flowers, they were not all in my garden, okay? This is the same way, okay? These two things are from my neighbor's garden, but she said I could tend to them and pick them, so that's why I'm adding these in here. We used to have strawberries, but I was like, I don't want them anymore. I actually still see some baby ones out there. Not right now, of course, it's a lot of snow, but anyway, we had some wild strawberries, but I don't know if these are wild or not, but they would only grow like this big, and the squirrels and stuff would always go after them. But yeah, there's some beautiful strawberries and red raspberries, some figs. They did pretty good. They didn't, only a few ripened, and I just put some in my oatmeal, so it was pretty good. Love that picture. Peaches. Tomato, so I did tomato number 1 because I don't know that variety. Then tomato number 2, more of like a rounded one. I actually looked in the Johnny Selected Seeds catalog, tried to find one that kind of looked like it, but I just couldn't find a match for these, so I just had to number them. And I found, oh, this was a huge mistake. So all the pickled, I said pickled Roma tomatoes, but they weren't Roma. They're actually San Marzano. Most of mine were San Marzano. So, whoops, that's a big mistake, but San Marzano, not Roma. I think Roma are a lot bigger. Then here's, my coworker gave me a name for these pumpkin-shaped ones, but I forgot the name, so I had to number it again. But they were so cool. Looked like a mini pumpkin. Then the next one, I'm guessing this was Celebrity because it looks like it, so I just named it Celebrity. Then another tomato, kind of oval. This was in the front gutters. Not in the front gutters, but, you know, hang off them. I don't know what they are. They're not beefsteak. They're like, they can fit in your hand, like, very snugly. So they're pretty big, but they're not beefsteak, which is the next one. You know, they're like tall and kind of skinny. But now, foraged greens. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna try to, so all the rest of these are gonna be numbered, so hopefully you guys can see it. It might be a little blurry, sorry guys, but So I have a list right here, and it corresponds with the numbers that I put on here. So I'll just give you the little spiel. If I can read it, it's very small. But the first one is white clover, right here. And then lamb's quarters. Then we have yellow rocket, loose lantern cress is right here. We have dwarf mallow right here. Phlox, I believe that is common dandelion. Then we have violet leaves. Then forsythia down here. Then spiny sow thistle right here, which was edible. All these are edible. And then Dame's rocket is right here. So all those guys, you know, I learned all that last year. Oh, this is a little easier because there's less. Here's more foraged greens. And again, I didn't plant these. These were all wild growings. And before April 2023, again, I was overlooking all these, and I had no idea they were edible. But now I do. And again, over the farm job that I'm moving to, Lord willing, I'm going to learn a lot more. Because as I look in Nicole Appellion's book, you know, they have sumac trees too, which is awesome. It's going to be cool. But yeah, I'm going to learn a lot more as I see different plants. And I'm like, wait, what is that? You know, it might be medicinal. Who knows? Anyway, so we have lamb's ears right here. Milkweed. Hosta. Lance leaf plantain. Lance leaf plantain, broadleaf plantain, dock, and cardoon, or the other name for that is burdock. So that's them. And then I have, I think this is talking about, this is talking about herbs and basically everything that grows. So I'm going to tell you that. And right there, I was jarring up some horseweed, which I'm going to get into foraged herbs soon. So I'm going to read you that. And this is the verse that Barbara O'Neill always says. He causeth the grass to grow for the cattle and herb for the service of man, that he may bring forth food out of the earth. Psalm 104:14. Cool. Now into foraged herbs. Here's the next section here. Right here I was drawing up echinacea leaves and coneflower or echinacea. Oh, it's the same. Echinacea and coneflower is the same name. Echinacea leaves and flowers. And there's sage back there. There's a jar of it. Yep. Now, these are forage greens. So these were not domesticated. These are wild here. So, first one is purple dead nettle. This is wild onion. This is wild lemon balm, which was very aromatic, and I got a ton of it. It kept on growing, and I was just like chopping it down. I must have gotten at least 5 harvests throughout the year, and I have like tons of jars of it now. It's cool. And then we have mugwort, which was given to me by a friend, but at the same time it's not domesticated because I see it growing in the woods all the time. So that's why I put mugwort in there. Then we have horseweed, which is a very, very long stalks, but early on, in the early stages, it's the best time to pick it because they're tender, very tender leaves. Then we have 2 types of water pepper. They actually have a peppery flavor, which is cool. So the one that was right against our house is called red shank water pepper because it has like a reddish tint to the, I think it has like stripes through the leaves and a reddish stem. And then we have something called the ornamental water pepper. So it has, both of these have like it looks like flower buds. I don't know if they're flowers though, but and it has like lavender and purpley kind of buds. It's kind of cool. Here's another verse I found, which was really cool. Say my Sunday best, looking like a cowboy. It's probably my favorite clothes right there. Okay, so that verse is, for the earth which drinketh in the rain that cometh oft upon it, and bringeth forth herbs, meat for them by whom it is dressed, receiveth blessings from God. I thought that was cool because, yes, God is providing the rain, but it's up to you to make it look nice and keep up, like, care for the plants. So it's like, bringeth forth herbs, meat. So it's God's giving back as a reward the crops that you grow, but it depends on are you dressing it and keeping it. Just like in the Garden of Eden, you gotta work for it, make it look nice, and it will receive blessings from God. Well, whether or not, again, he said he sends rain on the just and unjust, but again, he'll bless the work you do, whether you're saved or lost, if you work for it. That's from Hebrews 6:7. Then this is domesticated. I'm guessing. I think they're all perennial. Yeah, they're all perennial. Yeah. So these are all the ones that I planted. That's all the ones right here. So sweet marjoram, huge plant of sweet marjoram, garlic, herb fennel. So it didn't bulb up, but I didn't want to waste it. I didn't want to compost it because it is little. You could still use it. So I dried it for a few weeks in the kitchen and jarred it up. So I just call it herbal fennel because it didn't bulb up. And then we have chives that I only did a few pickings because I think it died back pretty early. Anyway, mint, if you don't put that in a pot, which mine is not in a pot, it'll go crazy. So I just kept on cutting it down every chance I got. And then we have sage, which I've had for a few years now. Woolly thyme, which I've heard different opinions about it. I think it is edible. Some people say it's just ornamental, but I don't know yet. I haven't come to a consensus yet. And then we have, lemon balm, which was in the flowering stage right there. Then we have basil, which I interplanted with the tomatoes in the backyard. Then we have, which one is this? Yeah, the smaller one is parsley, and this is cilantro. They're still growing downstairs. I'm gonna try to bring over all that stuff to the new farm I'm going to. I have to bring so much stuff. Hopefully they allow it, because I have to have it. And then I got a little quote from Deuteronomy 11:10, just a teeny quote. It just says a garden of herbs, because wait, what was this situation again? Oh, so there was supposed to be a 10th picture right here, but I didn't have 10 pictures. I had 9, so I had to take that photo out and put something else in, and I didn't want to leave it blank, so that's why I put that there. Okay. Oh, and then it's going into flowers now. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. There's tons of colors. Okay. Another little quote from Song of Solomon 2:12. It says, "The flowers appear on the earth." Right there. And then garden flowers. Echinacea against a cool backdrop. Sorry, that was very weird lighting. I only have one light in here, so. Okay, this is gonna be crazy. I might have to go like this. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'll try to point them out as I go as well, but I don't know if the camera is gonna pick this up, because as I move the book, it might go out of focus and stuff. But anyway, this includes all flowers. It's not just like, oh, tulips and daffodils and stuff. No, it's all flowers, including, most herbs flower. If you guys didn't know that, most herbs flower. So I included those as well. Something that you wouldn't think of when you think of a flower, but it's a flower, Okay, so the first one is purple dead nettle. They have teeny purple and blue flowers on the side. Oregano, English lavender, marjoram, which has like pinkish red flowers. Lemon balm. Oh, I did lemon balm twice. That's okay. I know what it is. So I got mixed up because it's lemon balm and lemon thyme right here. And then sage flowers, which I got a bunch of sage seeds saved. And then parsley, which parsley flowers are yellow. Then chives, tomatoes, cucumber flowers, potato flowers, which are like yellow in the center and white on the outside. Then there's a faraway picture. I could have taken one as I was making the yearbook album in my photos app. I could have picked a closer flower picture of the peach blossoms, but I wanted to select one from this year, and I tried to crop it, but it was like, I think it was like blurry or something. So the peach blossoms you can kind of see in the distance. You guys won't be able to see it, but just believe me. And then we have lily of the valley. Then we have bird eye speedwell right here. Oxalis. What's the next one? Hairy bittercress. Garlic mustard. Some sort of stone crop right here. Then we have annual fleabane. This is trailing red mizu down here. Violets. This one is called doubtful night spur. This one's lilac. There's so many flowers. It's crazy. Look at all this. It's all flowers. There's tons of them. That's why I'm glad I didn't do singles on this one, because it would have been probably, I wouldn't doubt, 200 pages long. So this helps. Smooth hawk's beard, white clover, daisy, dame's rocket, which were beautiful violet flowers. Some sort of phlox, periwinkle, cornflower, forsythia, wallflower, bellflower, evening primrose, common dandelion, cat's ear, hawkweed, ox tongue, spring. Oh, it's spiny sow thistle. That one flowered, I forgot. Spear thistle, crown pink, sweet William, blue and white blush. This is gonna be hard because they're all the same flower, but they're different colors. Sweet William hot pink, Sweet William bicolor, Sweet William light red, Sweet William purple, Sweet William dark red, Sweet William pink and blue blush. There's just so many colors of that. Oh, and here's more of the Sweet William light pink and white blush, Sweet William dark purple with black blush, and then yellow loose strife, spider wart, common mallow. Hopefully you guys can see it. Corn mallow. Oh, no. Common mallow. And then, I think this is how you say it, hyacinth, which come up in the early spring. Chicory, hosta flowers. So the hosta right here is baby blue. And then this hosta is pink blush, California poppies, marigolds, calendula, smooth oxeye, Queen Anne's lace, lady's glove, echinacea, rhododendron, narcissus, narcissus. Oh, I called that cream. And then daffodil, narcissus, not narcissist, narcissus, I think, narcissus. I don't know how to say it. Yellow sponge, because it looks like yellow sponge. Then purple tulips, red tulip, magnolia butter, magnolia ocean, magnolia desert sand, Siberian iris large, wild rose, white rose, knockout rose, garden peony, Chinese peony. I called it bridal peony because it's white. What's the next one? Dahlia. Tiger lily. Those two types, yellow and orange. Then we have Asiatic lily. I called it polka dot because there's little polka dots on the petals. Then more Asiatic lilies, but it was a different color. This one's called pink haze. Rose of Sharon, Snow White. Rose of Sharon, eyeball, because it was like a little black spot. It looks like an eyeball. And then Rose of Sharon, pinkish blue. Rose of Sharon, eye-popping purple. It was literally beautiful. Like, really purpley. This one is sunflower, summer sun. This one is bicolor. And this one is common. So what they usually look like. This one is garden miscellaneous, so ones that I didn't really have sections for. They're not herbs, they're not crops, they're not forage greens, but I still wanted to include them. So that's the backyard, all with flowers and stuff. Beautiful. So this one, trailing red mizu. A grass called foxtail, which is cool. Then we have zebra grass, bandwidth, or maiden grass. Then we have mushrooms number 1, very small. I don't know if you could see them. Probably not, but very small mushrooms, number 1. These mushrooms are called Coprinopsis, right here. I had a bunch of those. Here's another one that looked really weird. It looked like a polar bear. I had a bunch of them in the front yard. It just came out of nowhere. And again, I think all these, like I said on another video a long time ago, these are probably from because we used to have a huge silver maple tree and they cut it down at least 7 years ago or something, or maybe a little earlier than that. But anyway, as the roots decay and stuff, they're sending up fungal stuff, you know. So that's, I feel like, where it's all coming from. Then mushroom number 3. This one's called, so it was really cool. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like red in the middle. It was crazy. That, I actually got a name that I found. It's called Ganoderma. It was really cool. I've never seen a mushroom like that. And then this was over my friend's house. It was huge. I don't know if someone tried to bite something off it or someone kicked it. I don't know what happened, but it was literally like that big. It was crazy. Okay, we're almost done, sadly. last page. And then there's the end. So that was one day's harvest. I guess I can name them for you. I mean, you've already seen everything in the whole book, but why not, right? Savor it. So we have white Russian kale, echinacea. Here's the herbal fennel that I was talking about. Collards, mint, bell peppers, different types of tomatoes, cucumbers, and yes, and a bunch of crabgrass. You know, been fighting that for a long time, but there you go, guys. If you guys are still watching, thank you for watching this video.